welcome back to the channel. I'm really happy you're here today. My name is Jen if you're new, and today we're going to be talking about Valentine's Day decorating. Now, in past years, I have gone all out and totally decked out my house for Valentine's Day, and that was really fun, but that doesn't feel like something I want to do this time around. I'm feeling like I want to keep things kind of minimal and maybe just make a few quick swaps to bring in a little bit of color as we approach February and Valentine's Day. I've got my sweater on with my cute little hearts. I picked this up at Walmart. I will link it in the shopping tab if it's still available, but I just want to do a couple of quick things to freshen up my house and bring in a little bit of color and sort of make things feel alive again. I know spring is still a ways out for most of you guys, and so you're not really ready for color yet. Here in Central Florida, it's kind of warm, so I'll probably be doing spring a little before a lot of the country is. And I'm hopeful that you guys will hit that like button, subscribe, and we're gonna get decorating today in a little bit more of an undertoned way for the Valentine's Day upcoming holiday. So I hope you are here for it, and let's get to decorating. I always love to start decorating in the kitchen because I feel like when the kitchen is complete, I am really excited to see how the rest of the house will turn out. And so I'm just going to light these two candles, the one on the wall I picked up on Amazon. It's lovely to have a rechargeable battery powered candle here at my front entrance, along with this one that I picked up at Home Goods. The candle name is Clean Kitchen, and honestly, it is my favorite scent. I'm going to be very sad when it's gone. Next, I'm going to add in this framed piece of art along with a wicker utensil holder. And one of the things that I really like to do when I'm decorating is soften the hard lines of the art pieces that I use. So I do that by adding in rounded pieces in front of the corners. And so I did that with the wicker utensil holder and also with this pottery piece that I'm adding a few neutral colored baby's breaths, and then just this simple little marble pinch pot along with a hint at Valentine's Day.
Found a photograph of us. I can't remember what we did that time. We were spending one night in Venice. It just slipped my mind. I just know how I felt.
Now here above my sink, I'm going to remove these adorable curtains. They're actually hand towels, and I love the print. I love the neutral coloring of them, but the green just doesn't work with the Valentine color scheme that I'm going with. So I'm going to go ahead and remove them and replace them in a little bit with a adorable curtain that I picked up on Amazon. To the left of the stove, I'm going to reuse the wicker tray that I had here during the holidays. I really love it. There's no reason to change it up. And then I'm just going to add in a few decorative pieces that will sort of tie in with what I did on the opposite side of the stove.
Friday night, found a photograph of us without cares and worn out clothes. Doesn't seem so long ago. Now I'm just sitting here bored at home.
Next, we're going to be working next to the sink, and I have this scalloped edge marble tray that I picked up on Amazon. I love the idea of reusing that scalloped edge to kind of tie in over to that tray that we just placed. And then on top of that, I'll just be using this for my hand soap and my scrub brush.
Take it too far, though it's hard not getting tempted. Calling you up to see how you've been, 'cause don't I miss you and all those things we did back then.
So far, we've been keeping things pretty neutral, but over on this side, we're going to be adding in a little bit more color that is sort of reminiscent of Valentine's Day. I've got these plates that I thrifted, and they're the Willowware brand, but I love using them for the Valentine's season because of the color of the plates. I've got a stack of them that I'm gonna place on this wooden tray, along with a few more decorative pieces and some florals that have a mauve sort of pink coloring to them.
Never see you anymore. I can't remember what we did that day. We were blowing off steam in Paris, but I wanted to stay 'cause I know how it felt when we raised hell. I won't forget that. us. I can't remember what we did that time. We were spending one night in Venice. It just slipped my mind.
I love the way this section turned out, but I feel like it was missing something, so I'm just going to add in one more decorative element.
Take it too far, though it's hard not getting tempted. Calling you up to see how you've been, 'cause don't I miss you and all those things we did back then. Way back then.
Now that everything is placed on the countertops, I want to place my new curtain up on my cafe rod, and I cannot wait to show you the final. These curtains are so cute. It's a little cafe curtain that I picked up on Amazon, and I will have it linked below, but it's got like a pinstripe element to it, and the color has a sort of taupe look, but in the light, especially in the sunlight, it takes on a little bit of a pink coloring, and I think it's perfect for Valentine's Day.
Without cares and worn out clothes, doesn't seem so long ago. Now I'm just sitting here bored at home.
With the kitchen complete, it's time to move over to the dining table, and I'm going to use this scalloped tray. I actually have two of them, one in the kitchen and one here on the dining table, along with this pothos that my daughter gave me some cuttings of, and I propagated it. I love bringing in live plants into the house. It just really makes the home feel alive, especially during the cold weather months. And then these adorable hobnail salt and pepper shakers that I thrifted years ago. I love hobnail. It's one of my favorite patterns to use. I think it gives a really cute sort of cottage look.
Way back then.
Now, if you saw my Sunday reset, then you are already familiar with this hand towel. I picked it up at Walmart from the Beautiful line, and it really is beautiful. It's got this pretty sort of soft pink block pattern that I think is perfect for the Valentine season.
Where'd you go? What's the score? Did you find what you were?
Now, my plan for the mantle is to keep it extremely simple. I'm only going to add a few decorative elements to the top, and then I want to create an asymmetrical look with a stool and a basket of florals that I have down at the bottom on the opposite side.
Get that. But we were clever not to take it too far, though it's hard not getting tempted. Calling you up to see how you've been, 'cause don't I miss you and all those things we did back then. Way back then. Killing time, Friday night, found a photograph of us. I can't remember what we did that time. We were spending one night in Venice. It just slipped my mind. I just know how it felt.
A quick swap of the winter watercolor to replace it with this really adorable cottage style piece of art that I thrifted, and a couple of pillows. I'm going to head over to my chair and add a pink and white striped throw just for a little pop of pink over here, and a simple neutral pillow.
Way back then. Way back then.
For my 9-drawer cabinet, I'm going to keep this pottery looking vase that I picked up at Hobby Lobby and the same florals that I was using during the winter season. And then I'm just going to add in a few elements. One of them is this set of door stops. These are cast iron. Some of you saw me thrift them, and I had mentioned that I wanted to use them as bookends. So that's what I'm doing here with some thrifted books. My color scheme is green and pink, and I love the way this section turned out.
Without cares and worn out clothes, doesn't seem so long ago. Now I'm just sitting here bored at home, and it really got me thinking of the times we took off on the road. I can't remember where we headed that night. We were cruising around town in Memphis, running the lights. I just know how it felt. I won't forget that. Windows down and open top. But we were clever not to take it too far, though it's hard not getting tempted. Calling you up to see how you've been,
Over in the seating area, I'm gonna add in this wicker ottoman that I thrifted last year, just for a little side table in this tiny corner. And then I'm keeping the coffee table exactly the same as I had it for my New Year's decorating. I really like the way it turned out, so I didn't want to change it up. You don't always have to change everything when things come around. Sometimes it's nice to just make a few swaps.
Not to take it too far, though it's hard not getting tempted. Calling you up to see how you've been, 'cause don't I miss you and all those things we did back then. Way back then.
Another example of keeping things similar to the way I had them is here in my entry. I already had this hanging basket with these florals, and I'm just gonna add in one little wooden piece on the right side and one more of those grapevine hearts to sort of tie in with what I did over in the coffee section, and that completes this area.
Windows down and open top, but we were clever not to take it too far, though it's hard not getting tempted.
Now we'll move over to the hutch, and I am planning on bringing in a little bit more color than what I have going on in most of the house. I'm gonna start here on the bottom shelf with this flower pot from Walmart, along with some thrifted faux pink roses. I like that pop of deep color in the hutch. It kind of draws your eye to it. And then over here, I'm just adding in some pieces of pottery. They're canisters that I picked up at Hobby Lobby on clearance last year, and a few more of those neutral colored baby's breath. Now, in the center section, I'm going to tie in with the plate stack that I have in my coffee section by adding a larger one into the middle on this plate holder. And I actually did thrift the matching teacup as well. And so I think that creates a really pretty pink pop of color in the center section. And then finally on the left side, I'm keeping things neutral by just bringing in a wooden heart-shaped dough bowl and then placing a few neutral pieces in front of it.
I can't remember where we headed that night. We were cruising around town in Memphis, running the lights. I just know how it felt. I won't forget that. Windows down and open top. But we were clever not to take it too far.
This section used to be my coffee bar. It is now my air fryer bar, and I love the way it turned out. I'm bringing in mauves and pinks and some dark wickers to create a romantic and moody look.
Way back then. It's funny how times roll by. Is it 12 years since last time? Where'd you go? What's the score? Did you find what you were looking for? I never see you anymore. I can't remember what we did that day. We were blowing off steam in Paris, but I wanted to stay, 'cause I know how it felt when we raised hell. I won't forget that. But we were clever not to take it too far, though it's hard not getting tempted. Calling you up to see how you've been, 'cause don't I miss you and all those things we did back then.
And I always like to try to find a place for my dad's flower, and I think it's perfect here.
Killing time, Friday night, found a photograph of us. I can't remember what we did that time. We were spending one night in Venice. It just slipped my mind. I just know how it felt. I won't forget that. Windows down and open top. But we were clever not to take it too far, though it's hard not getting tempted. Calling you up to see how you've been, 'cause don't I miss you and all those things we did back then.
I appreciate you hanging out with me. If you stayed to the end, leave me a heart emoji down in the comments, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.